Hi, I'm Stephanie J. Block.
And I'm Marylee Fairbanks. Welcome to Stages Podcast,
where we're bringing creation and connection to center stage.
Stages Podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Oh, it's autumn. It's sweater weather. And here in the Northeast, it is also time to start preparing for the stillness of winter. Some trees change color and shed leaves, and carloads of leaf peepers put on their sweaters and head to the Northeast to bathe in its beauty. But the process of leaf shedding is so much more than just a tourist attraction. When a tree sheds, it conserves energy and strength. It pulls the nutrients from each leaf and then allows that leaf to fall away to the ground. Over time, it's covered in snow and creates fertile topsoil for new life. And just like the trees, it is the perfect time of year for all of us to let the things that no longer serve us fall away. I love that image, pulling wisdom from past experiences and then letting them fall away in order to grow new dreams. But letting go isn't easy. It's a practice like everything else. And sometimes we need a little help navigating that process. And this is where BetterHelp can help. BetterHelp offers customized online therapy, either on video or live phone chat sessions. It is very affordable, and you can speak to someone within 48 hours. A good therapist can really help you pull wisdom from the past and let go with kindness and courage. I highly recommend. BetterHelp has a special offer for Stages Podcast listeners. You receive 10% off your first month with BetterHelp. So many of our listeners have taken advantage of this, and we thank you, because when you support BetterHelp, you support Stages Podcast, all while supporting your own well-being. So just for today, put on a new sweater, and then I want you to close your eyes, pick one thing that you can learn and grow from. Watch it change color and fall away, and then grow a new dream. Log on to BetterHelp, that's HELP/stages, and love where you are now. Thanks, BetterHelp.
Brandon, you know more about me than anyone should other than my husband.
Ditto. So this should be interesting.
Okay, well, I had a really fun idea for today, Brandon.
No, you cannot tell him in advance. Marylee, you're like Vivi.
You're just going to spring it on him?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, just spring it on me. I'm totally game for anything. Spring it on me.
All right.
Shut your mouth.
Spring it.
Brandon Uranowitz is the greatest combination of qualities that make my favorite type of humans. He's silly, he's aware, thoughtful, sensitive, outrageous, smart, generous of spirit, the right amount of cynical, and wildly talented. He's a 3-time Tony Award nominee for An American in Paris, FALSETTOS, Burn This. And I always catch myself saying, oh my gosh, he's accomplished so much at such a young-ish age. But I'm reminded that he's been making an impression on the performing arts for decades because he was a professional child actor. I always seem to forget that. The New York Times commented back in 1998 that Brandon was a testament to youthful enthusiasm and lung power. And I'm going to now use that for the rest of my GD living days. I'd say that this statement is still true today. He's currently starring in the critically acclaimed Tom Stoppard play, LEOPOLDSTADT, at the Long Acre Theater. He's one of my go-to people as he speaks truth to me. He celebrates me when it's appropriate. He challenges me. He commiserates with me. But beyond all of that, he sort of represents for me one of the happiest moments in my life, one of the happiest moments professionally, personally. We took adventures together. He embodies this sort of chapter, this stage in my life that was one of the heights. And he will always represent that to me. He is a genius on stage and off, and I am so grateful to have him in my life. Please welcome Brandon Uranowitz. Brandon Uranowitz to stage, please. Brandon, can we have you to stage, please?
Yay.
Stephanie, I don't deserve that.
Oh, yeah, you do.
But the
yes, you do.
But the feelings are so mutual.
I mean,
that time in our lives. Lightning in a bottle.
There is something about you that I would say I knew even before we did falsettos together, and I become calmer and happier and wittier. And I don't know, you represent all of these good things for me.
And did you know that, Brandon, when you walked into the rehearsal studio to audition with her for falsettos?
Oh, that's it. Well, yes. So that was what I was going to say. I mean, I felt that as soon as I was walking down the hall in the basement at Lincoln Center, and I saw Stephanie talking to James through the open door, and like suddenly I just felt calm. Because that entire audition process was hell for me. It was torturous and long and just like never ending. And it was like I was climbing a mountain, or I was about to reach the summit with this chemistry read with Stephanie, because it was that final thing. I was so anxious, and I arrived at Lincoln Center, and I was walking down the hallway, and I just saw her, and we made eye contact, and we saw each other, and I felt so calm. And then in the rehearsal room, because of that, there was just so much freedom to play.
Mm-hmm. You've never met before?
No.
So you just made eye contact, and you both kind of were like, oh.
And I was like, oh, no, I know you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
And I wasn't sure that I knew him, quote unquote, in that sense before, because before the chemistry test, I went on YouTube. I tried to look at videos of Brandon, and he was, introducing his dressing room at an American in Paris, wearing like a pink cropped wig from the 1920s. I was like, oh, well, that wasn't what I was expecting. But now in retrospect, I go, oh my God, that is the joy and the neuroses that makes Brandon so uniquely delicious. And I use neuroses like as a loving adjective or verb, right?
I mean, it's part of who
characters.
I am.
For
you
sure.
You can't like, I can't deny that part of myself. And and I'm happy that you would describe me that way, because it means you see me.
And did you always have that, even as the young working professional actor at 11 or 12? Did you have that little anxiety voice or neuroses starting to percolate?
Stephanie, you've met my parents? Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Was your dad an actor? He wanted to be an actor? I know he loves
he thinks he is. Oh, okay. He thinks he is. No, my dad works in real estate.
But he loves the theater, right?
Oh.
Yeah, he's obsessed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's obsessed. I mean, he still thinks he's my manager.
I love that.
But
I really do.
Okay. Well, I'm glad someone does. No, I do. I love him. I adore him. I mean, he knows at this point, I'm 36 now, so he knows that like I'm in control of my own career. But he just fell in love with the theater when I fell in love with the theater. I don't think he knew that he loved it until he had a child who felt it in his blood, I guess. He's not necessarily like, Dad, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
We can edit out anything.
No. It's fine. He's fine. I don't know that. Here's what I will say. I don't know that he has the language or the vocabulary that we have in order to articulate. He has taste. He has good taste when it comes to theater.
And the instinct.
Yeah, and he has the intuition. When my mom too. Like if you talk to them about it, like. If you talk to them about it, you're like, right. Yeah. But you can tell what they respond to and what they don't respond to. And I can tell that there is an intelligent, smart, tasteful perspective there. I just don't know that. They just don't have the language.
Yeah.
Are they what got you into The Little Boy in Ragtime? Did they push you toward that?
They didn't push. No, I pushed them actually. And then of course my dad got bit by the bug and it was, off to the races.
Broadway!
Literally my audition song was Give My Regards to Broadway. So.
There it is.
Perfect. You did it in Toronto. Were you ever in LA? Because I was in the LA and Vancouver company.
I auditioned in LA. So here's what happened.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even put this together.
Oh, I would have been so happy if we had met.
Oh, I know. Could you imagine? If I worked with you and then worked with you.
I would have loved that.
Oh my God.
God knew you were not allowed to know each other before Brandon and I were. Yeah. No. That wasn't meant to happen.
It was written in the stars. So there was this extracurricular theater school in Livingston, New Jersey called Performers Theater Workshop. It's still around. And I went there as a kid. I would go like 3 times a week. It was like my safe space. I was always like in the classes with people who were older than me. I don't know why.
Because your advanced sensibilities in the arts.
Yeah. Because that's an old soul. And like some of those kids were like getting headshots, going on auditions. I mean, this was back in the day of like the books. Remember the books with the agents and the managers where you could like go to drama bookshop and pick up like the little books. And so I was like, I want to do that. So I went and I got headshots.
Oh my gosh, please tell me it's up here.
No, it's
Did you
not
do
up here.
the composite thing where you're like a student with glasses, or you're sporty holding a soccer ball, or
no. Here, I'm going to show you. No, I took it very, very, very seriously.
Oh, okay.
So like I auditioned for Evita for the like child company in Evita at Paper Mill Playhouse, and I got it. And then I auditioned for A Christmas Carol at Madison Square Garden, the one that like Mike Ockrent and Susan Stroman did.
Yeah.
And I got that. And they were like, okay, so maybe there's like something there. Then I auditioned for Ragtime in New York, made it all the way to the end. It was like me and a couple of other kids. And they gave it to Paul Dano. Yeah. And so he premiered it in Toronto. And then they were auditioning for the LA company, like not too long after that. And why can't I find it? I know that it's here.
Sweet baby boy. Look at you.
Very serious. How old were you in that picture?
Like 9.
You're adorable.
You are. Your eyes are serious.
Yeah, very serious.
I love that boy. I love that little guy.
So then they were auditioning for LA. So I flew out to LA with my dad and my uncle, auditioned there, and there were 3 of us left at the end of the day. And we knew that there were 3 spots open, that it was going to be the LA little boy, his understudy, and a replacement in Toronto. So at the end of the day.
And at this point, are you doing a little monologue like, there's a house in New Rochelle?
Yeah. And like the like scene on the swing when mother finds the baby, you know, that whole thing. And then they asked me to go replace Paul in Toronto. So I moved to Toronto with my mom, my sister. My dad stayed in Jersey to work and would come up on weekends. We were there for like 6 or 7 months, and then they fired me.
Oh no! No, fired. Do you grew up?
No. I've been unpacking this actually a lot recently because I think it actually like traumatized me in a deeper way than I thought.
At that age, you bet.
Yeah.
You know, I have this memory of the kids walking down the hallway and literally they would be like pulling their arms up into their sleeves, trying to make their sleeves not look short.
Oh my God, to look small.
Once they grew, they were out. And I remember thinking that's a very unhealthy thing for a kid to be pushing against growth. They can't grow. Their arms can't outgrow the sleeves. And I just remember feeling really sorry that that was the case.
Oh gosh.
There was like a party one night. I think it was when like Stokes left to go open LA or something. There was a party that we had, and one of the producers had said something to my parents along the lines of like, well, you know, it is a little strange to have a boy with the last name Uranowitz being, you know, playing this, you know, waspy boy.
Right.
And I think there was just something in their heads about, which I sort of understand from a producer's point of view, a show about race relations and immigrants and you know, whiteness in America and all of that.
Right.
Just sort of like blur the lines in that way.
They wanted to compartmentalize the white family, the immigrants,
the family and the black family. And I also think I was a little, it was hard. I think it was a little hard to rein me in on stage at that age. I was like very...
At that age.
It's hard to rein me in on stage.
Bring it. Look where it's got you. Look where it's got you.
Look where it's got me. Fired from ragtime.
But getting fired from a big show like that as a little kid, that's a lot to process. I mean, that had to shape you as a kid and as an adult.
I found this out years later. I guess they had like offered me to play. They like demoted me, basically. They were like, you can come to Broadway, but you're going to be the cover. And my parents were like, bye.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sort of devastating.
Oh. For a little kid, that's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for anyone to process, but especially for a little kid.
That's right. That's a lot of change. It's saying you only see it as rejection, right?
Yeah.
I wish they would come forward and say, hey, all, this is beautiful, but this is a bit like a meteor. Like you're going to shine bright for a while and then nature's going to take over. Your voice is either going to change or your body's going to grow. And that's it. It's nothing personal. So just experience it. It could be a month. It could be 6 months. Who knows? But let's just celebrate that time, because it does go really fast.
It does. And before you know it, it's done and you're too old and you're gone.
Right.
It's, sucks.
Yeah. And I think that those feelings that you've now imprinted on yourself of growing is bad and I have to conform to the size and the being and the look that these people expect me to have. It's a really bad thing to shape a child's
Well,
life.
yeah. I mean, it's sort of why I think it's circling back to the neuroses. I think it contributed a lot to that. I mean, I've sort of navigated my career at this point for better or for worse, and consciously or subconsciously, I've navigated it as though the rug can be pulled out from under me at any second.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's like a white knuckling sometimes that is not always useful. I don't think it was useful during the first few weeks of rehearsal of Falsettos.
To go back to the awareness of like the culturally charged, seeing your name in a program, what the audience members might think and how, like you said, it blurs the lines of the storytelling. I asked this of Shoshana Bean when we had her on with Mr. Saturday Night, and how we had heard in the community that it was intentional to cast Jewish actors in that storytelling for authenticity's sake. Obviously, they did it with LEOPOLDSTADT. Now, looking on the other side as a grown man, does that feel meaningful to you to have a culture, an ideology, or a religion, have that grouping of people, of artists to tell a particular narrative?
Yeah, I mean, I think if that is at the heart of whatever story you're telling, I'll just use, I can't speak to others' experiences, but like for the Jewish community, for the gay community, I feel like if identity is at the core of the story, and how can it not be? I mean, usually, then representation matters. And it's important that we step into those stories as ourselves authentically, because there's something, I mean, even with LEOPOLDSTADT.
Oh gosh, thank you for correcting me.
Oh, well, no one can say it.
Tell me again. Listeners, this is how you say it.
LEOPOLDSTADT.
LEOPOLDSTADT.
LEOPOLDSTADT. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Even with LEOPOLDSTADT in London, it was difficult to find, perhaps, I mean, this is conjecture, I don't know, but there are more Jews in the Broadway production than there were in London. And I think in order for this story, and this is not to like compare productions, I'm sure the London production was glorious, but in order to like really make the material sing and make the story sing, there is an essence that only people who share the identities of the characters can sort of bring to the whole picture, to the entire thing. And it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be one specific thing. It's just sort of like, in essence, an understanding, a connection, a tether from the human actor to the character that's sort of like undeniable, and you can feel it as an audience. And especially in something like Ragtime, when I say that I was like, that it was difficult to rein me in on stage, I bet that a lot of that is intrinsically tied to my Jewishness on some level. Like, I bet that the neuroses that you're talking about was somehow sort of wrapped in what I brought on stage. And it didn't necessarily match whatever the WASP storyline is. Mm-hmm. There's a disconnect there. So I do think authenticity and representation matters, not just for the people watching, but for the like general storytelling.
I'm wondering how many layers of that onion can be pulled until an actor starts saying, am I only allowed?
Yeah, correct.
And I'm putting allowed in quotes to play a middle-aged white cis mother, woman identifying human.
Well,
and then all of a sudden, then the definition of actor changes quite a lot. So really, I'm just going to walk my way in life and walk that way on stage and sort of have a carbon copy of that. And I hope it doesn't. I hear what you're saying. I think it's monstrously important. And I think every opportunity has a different discussion as to how do we tell the story? What does this company look like? What is, like you said, at the heart of the piece? I'm just
no, I agree.
I will
with
say
you.
I'm fearful.
No, I agree with you. But also, and there was
many things.
And I think there was also a Tony Kushner quote at some point. He was responding to Andrew Garfield in Angels in America, and he had said something that, like, you know, if we only put people in boxes and we only hire then that will be the death of fiction.
It will be. So there's this whole movement to have things just culturally appropriate and cast in that way. But then there's also the movement to do the colorblind casting too, that they did with Hamilton and other things. So, and I think it's a case by case basis.
Well, and I think that's what I mean when I say, like, if identity is within the DNA of the story.
Yes.
And I think that is important that to be represented.
That's right. Even Into the Woods, it's fictional. So you can have this glorious line of all different shapes, sizes, colors, religions of humans telling these stories.
It's about humans, not humans that are Jewish or are Black Americans, or, you know, it doesn't matter.
Correct.
And I think that kind of casting is perfect. Like, I think the casting they did in Into the Woods is absolutely perfect. It's
perfect.
Right. Because it's a universal story, but when the storyline is important to be told a certain way, it has to be told a certain way. You know?
I want to talk about your director, Patrick Marber, because his birthday is September the 19th, as is mine. Which means he's a Virgo, which means, is he a Virgo? Is he anal retentive? Is he detail oriented? Is he a little nitpicking? And I say that again with much love because I'm referring to myself. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, hello, brother, in birthday. And I just wanted to see personality wise how that aligns with the September 19th birthday. Yes, and yes.
Yes. It's actually hard for me to uncouple whatever his Virgo traits are from his like Jewish neurotic traits.
Okay.
And now my mind is sort of blown because now I'm sort of understanding why you were such a genius as Trina. I mean, going back to the identity question, I was just like, why does Stephanie understand this so deeply, like on a cellular level? Why do I know this woman in like on like an identity plane? And now it's kind of making sense to me that it's cosmic on some level. He was incredible and a joy, but got very sort of nitpicky a bit, you know, when we were in previews. And I think that was a little bit of that anal retentiveness, a little bit of that neuroses, just like the anxiety of I mean, you know how the rev up to opening is. It is just,
it's a lot.
It's a lot and it's overwhelming.
So when someone comes to you and they're like, when you put that ornament on the tree, I need you to move it like 2 inches to the right because it's just off balance. That's how I work and that's how I function. And I was wondering similarly if that's how Patrick works.
To a T, yes.
I think a lot of that is you feel like you're out of control the train is racing toward opening night. So you take control of the tiny little things that you can control. That's very
exactly
But those tiny little things, with all due respect, are not inconsequential. Like
they matter.
Really, to me, that's right.
But you're taking control of the thing that you can.
Yeah. And I was actually very appreciative of it because it was specific.
Yeah.
You know, he got granular in the note giving. He got granular in the storytelling. And I think ultimately, when you step back and look at the big picture, those tiny little things that could be perceived as nitpicking contribute to a much larger, more specific, incredible story. And I'm really actually grateful for it.
If you can allow for that kind of personality to gel with a personality that's a little bit different, creates in a different way, that's where creation is. That's how you create on stage.
Right.
That's where the alchemy is.
Yeah. If you fight that nitpicky, if you push back on every little thing, then you're not really participating in the real creativity and where the magic can actually come from.
Yeah. So much about what I love about you, beyond your talent, is just your personality, your being. And we've already kind of laid the foundation as to where you came from, why you are who you are. And now we want to give you a personality test. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Are you game for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My butthole's in my throat, but I'm excited. What did the results?
So let me tell you what it said for mine, right?
Yeah.
So I did mine.
Oh, I'm really excited about this, actually. Yeah.
I knew you would be. She kept wanting to tell you in advance. I was like, no.
No, I'm happy you didn't.
We spring on him in.
Yeah. This is exactly right. Yeah.
So what are you, Marylee?
So my results were, I am what's considered an assertive protagonist. My role in life is diplomat. And I work with people strategy, people mastery. So I'm 68% extroverted, 63% intuitive, 63% feeling versus thinking, 69% judging, which is not like judging other people, but it's like how I process.
I'm
76% assertive. Yeah.
Okay. Question. That all adds up to like 600% as opposed to like 100%. So so my question is that like, it's like judgmental versus something else?
Yes.
And 60.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then it does break all that down for you. So
all of those are like single scales.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
So identity is assertive or turbulent.
Got it.
Tactus is judging or prospecting. So like, I need to know where I'm going rather than prospect around. Nature is thinking versus feeling. Energy is intuitive versus observant. And mind is extroverted versus introverted. Okay. So those are mine. And then it even tells you like about your, the very specific personality as well.
Okay. See, I already have a problem with the first question. Define friend for me.
I know. Believe me, I know. And as
the
I was
definition
taking
of
it,
friends,
I was thinking Sebastian's head would explode if we made him take this test. Yeah.
So
you have to.
Yeah,
I agree with that, Steph. So it is.
No, right. So like, are we talking about like people that I will welcome into my life on a regularly,
or just have dinner with? I don't know. But whatever kind of comes to you first. Okay.
Okay, great. I'm ready.
You go first, B.
Okay.
You regularly make new friends. Do that like second green.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I don't strongly agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry.
Oh God, it used to, but then I went through menopause and now I'm like, shut the fuck up. I have enough of my stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like pull
other people
stuff together.
Yes.
Put me in the middle. Put me in the middle at this stage of my life. Yeah.
Okay. Brandon?
Yeah. Put me on the one to the right of the middle.
This one. You cold bastard.
Now here's the thing: is I empathize with them. Absolute. See again, these questions. I empathize with them, but it doesn't necessarily make me
Want
cry.
to cry. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually
I'm not a big
healthier.
crier,
It's
but
healthier.
okay.
Okay. You often make a backup plan for your backup plan.
Strongly agree.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see. I already had the
You
check
often
mark
make
on
a
there for you.
backup plan for a backup plan. Middle.
You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure.
Mm. Again, it's timing. Like I will stay calm until the 11th hour
Mhm.
and then my fear turns into anger and then it becomes something else.
Yeah. But that's
Now, are we talking about how we present on the outside? Because I can appear calm while having a nervous breakdown, you know?
I think it's like if you don't
Mhm.
if you're not expressing your stress, like by lashing out or breaking down, then I think that's what it's asking.
Okay,
you mean
second green
Okay.
for me.
And for me, it's the one to the right of the middle.
This one.
Mhm.
My tone changes and everything. Yeah. I
Okay.
become something.
At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people, and you talk mostly to people you already know.
No. So I'm going to put, I strongly disagree. I try to,
All the way at the end.
Yeah, put me to the one to the left of the strongly disagree. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is really fun. Okay.
Okay. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another.
Strongly disagree.
I strongly agree.
Yeah, I knew you would. Some of these with Stephanie, I already know what button we're going to. Okay.
Yeah.
You
feel
like
good. You feel good.
you like to use organizational tools, schedules, lists. So yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Strongly agree.
Strongly disagree.
Oh wow.
I'm really, it's a problem.
Okay.
It's problematic for me.
Okay.
I'm very disorganized.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
Strongly agree.
See, that's interesting. It doesn't cause me to doubt, but I will sit in it with guilt and like overthink the mistake, but it doesn't shave off my confidence.
So doubt is what you should
shaves off
listen
all
to.
my confidence.
Yeah. Okay. So I strongly disagree. Yeah.
Strongly
It doesn't.
disagree.
Yeah.
Good for
You
you.
feel comfortable just walking up to someone that you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
Strongly agree. Yes.
Yeah. Give me the second green. Yeah. Right there. Yep.
You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on the people you meet.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree. Strongly disagree.
We're actors, of course.
We're actors.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right.
I want to please you. You in the back row. Just love
Who do you want me to be?
Oh,
Just
God.
clap for me. Clap for me.
I don't know who you are, but love me.
But love me.
And then
oh my
write
God,
it
that
on the
one
internet
person
how much
doesn't
you love me.
Oh my God, that one person doesn't love me. I'm trash. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh God, you enjoy participating in group activities.
Neutral.
No, really?
Neutral. Yeah,
Really?
neutral.
Yeah, neutral.
Neutral.
Funny. Okay.
Yeah.
You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending.
No.
You like to be told what, yeah.
Well, if you're going to send me to a movie, don't leave it with a little dangle, whatever you think. That feels very unfinished to me. Like
Yeah,
have a
I get
vision,
that.
give me a beginning, middle of an end. I can have my opinion about it, but don't give me the dingle dangle, no ending. No.
All right, I'm neutral on this,
Jingle
actually.
jangle. Okay. You're prone to worrying that things will turn out for the worse.
Strong agree.
You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on feelings.
One to the left of strongly disagree. I think we have an empathy problem in this country.
Oh,
So-
interesting. See, and
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
go go all the way to green, please. Not strongly, but to the right. For me, I feel we do have an empathy problem, but I also feel that we are sitting in a place where we are all so emotional. We are all
Everybody's
so ready
feelings
to
matter.
trigger at any moment that in order to take a breath, let's think about that. Did they mean that personally? Is it just, so I think we're also personally, emotionally charged right now.
That's very true.
It's not to the benefit of
It's a really good point. Can you move mine?
civilization?
Can you move mine one to the left of what I just said? Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
Strongly agree.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree. And you strongly agree. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Oh God.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, me too.
One to the right of strongly agree.
It's me insane when people can't do things.
Yeah. That's a prayer I say every day. Tolerance and
It's
patience,
awful that
tolerance
way.
and patience.
I think that's my worst trait. That you often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly agree.
Really?
Those are the things where Stephanie and I diverge. We converge on in so many ways, and that is
where we're on the
her
opposite
organization
side of the
is
spectrum.
the opposite of
Now, after a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is exactly what you need.
Strongly disagree.
No.
Mhm.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get it back on track as soon as possible.
That's interesting for me
Yeah.
because I usually go, there must be I believe in reasons. So I will say, there's a reason why that's not happening today. It doesn't feel good to me, but that one's a neutral for me.
Yeah, that's a neutral for me as well. Like
Mhm.
decidedly neutral.
You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault.
Oh,
Yeah. Give me the middle green.
Me too. That's what I would choose too. Yep.
Gets me into trouble sometimes.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take for them to be disappointed in you.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I would say middle green.
Middle green. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to go neutral because I do have imposter syndrome where I'm like, someone's going to find me out real quick. Someone is going to find me out. Yeah.
Imposter syndrome is like my core identity.
Yeah. Most actors.
Yeah. Second bubble.
You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate spaces.
Strongly disagree.
I mean, sort of depends on my mood in the day.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Give me small disagree.
But I mean, if you had the choice between, and take politics out of it, take religion out of it, Montana or New York City, where are you inhabiting?
Forever?
I mean, I don't know because I want both.
Yeah, it's too hard to answer that, I think. That's how I felt.
Because today I would love to fuck off to Montana and stay there for the rest of my life. But,
but you'd grow weary of that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I'm a little,
You struggle with deadlines.
That I do.
Well, I always meet the deadline, but I'll be cramming until the very last minute. So does that mean I struggle with them? I mean, I always meet them.
Yeah, because I think someone who doesn't struggle with them has them done weeks in advance.
Yeah, that's true.
Mine will be done in plenty of time, but I struggle with them. It will haunt me night after night after night. And so it sits heavy with me. So, strongly agree.
Strongly agree?
Second to strongly.
Yeah, me too. Second to strong.
See, it's so vague. Struggle emotionally, struggle physically. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyway, you feel confident that things will work out for you.
Third disagree.
You don't?
Small disagree. Sorry.
And
that's just my, I catastrophize everything.
Okay.
Second, agree. Second bubble. I do feel confident. Yeah.
Mediator.
Brandon, you're a mediator. You're 49% extroverted, 51%
introverted. That makes sense to me.
Your energy is 72% intuitive and 28% observant. Your nature is 32% thinking, 68% feeling. Tactics, 18% judging and 82% prospecting, like opposite.
Now, what is the difference there? What do we?
Judging is you have everything organized, and prospecting is kind of you fish around, you get things done when you can.
Go with the flow.
Okay. And
I'm very turbulent. Yeah.
My gosh. We are almost the exact opposite. Okay.
Yeah, it's very opposite. And Steph, you are the advocate. Okay. 47% extroverted, 53% introverted. You're kind of in the middle on everything. You're 52% intuitive and 48% observant. You're right down the center. Except for this one, you're 37% thinking, 63% feeling. Oh, and judging. You're like me with the judging.
I'm very judgy.
Very judge. You have to.
But with tactics, this is where I felt like we diverged, was in the tactics, the way we sort of navigate things.
And I'm
but like a lot of the other things are very similar.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I'm more like Steph in the tactics. Like if I'm not organized, I'm a stress ball.
36% assertive
and 64%
turbulent.
See, like we're on everything but tactics. We're very similar.
Yeah. Okay.
That was really fun.
Thank you.
No, I can't.
Ooh, that was really fun.
But that was really fun. So were you what you thought you were, Brandon?
Yeah, mediator feels right, but I don't know that I would necessarily describe myself as a staunch mediator. But when you break it, the breakdowns on the side, like the tactics and all of that, feels
the two
right.
characters you play in the play, what do you think they would be? How would you describe these two men?
The character that I play in like the first half of the play is a mathematician. So he's very cerebral and very, numbers oriented. So, but he's also like sort of neurotic and messy in his own way. And I think he looks to math and numbers as a way of finding order within the chaos, but is not necessary, but is very keenly aware of the chaos. And then in the second half, my other character, he just has so much trauma. I think all he can really see is chaos, and it's hard for him to find hope. So, I don't know where they would fall, especially considering where they are in time and space within the play.
Yeah.
It's hard, like Nathan at the end, who's a survivor of Auschwitz, is like, so deeply enmeshed in his trauma that it's hard to like peel away those cobwebs to find out like who he might really actually truly be without it. If you just played the script, the text as it is, you would have a million different characters. And there's not necessarily, like, it's not written in that they are double cast. And this is why I think the like double casting is is kind of genius, because it's not necessarily in the text. It was more like a Patrick Marber decision and a Tom decision too, because Nathan is also a mathematician. So the way I've been describing it is, and this is why it's so fun to play, Ludwig in the first half of the play, who's the mathematician sort of before the war, and then there's Nathan who survives the camp. I think Nathan is not identical, but on the flip side of the same coin, he is Ludwig with his light dimmed.
Interesting.
So I think they would be sort of one and the same. They share a lot of interests. They share the need for finding order. But for Nathan at the end, the chaos is just an abyss. And I think, yes, he looks to math to give himself a reprieve on some level. But again, Ludwig is Nathan with hope, and Nathan is Ludwig without hope, I think.
I was just going to ask, without getting too like method, to play a hopeless character, is that affecting you right now? Is that affecting you in ways that maybe you don't bring home, but you're more exhausted on the ride home, or there's like I'm dark finding cloud that you're having to fight a bit?
Yeah. It's been a process. It's getting easier with time. With the repetition of it is actually making it a little bit easier. Rehearsals were really tough. It was really, really hard for me to let go of it. I was in a dark place. I mean, it was also like buffered by the gratitude that I have for doing this. which is so unbelievably immense. And to be in touch with that gratitude and to be in touch with the obligation that I feel and the responsibility that I feel to tell this story and to do this play, that was an invaluable sort of priceless buffer for me from just sort of like spiraling into that darkness. But yeah, it's really hard. I could walk into the theater with all of the energy in the world and be like, great, it's only like 2 hours, 10 minutes, no intermission. It goes by really quickly. And there's something about, for the audience and us too, to like experience this event as a whole without interruption, is kind of extraordinary. But like, again, once we were out of rehearsals, once we opened and we were just on this week we were just on a show. This was the first week that we were just on a show schedule. I was like, wow, I've got all this energy. I feel rested. And I'd walk into the theater, like guns blazing, like ready to do it. And at the end, I feel like a husk.
Yeah.
And
Trained.
so it's been a process. It's an ongoing process, but I'm getting better at releasing it. But it's a heavy place to sit in every day. Yeah.
Especially when you connect with a character on a personal level. But when it is elements of like, seeing catastrophe around every corner or speaking to one's vulnerability, if you're feeding that part of your personality, it really does take a toll. But of course it wears on you because you're tapping into things that are hurtful or fearful or, fragile.
Be so interesting to take that personality test again when you're doing a completely different kind of show. Because I wonder how much of that you take home with you.
Yes,
And it shapes where you are at that moment.
Because the experience informs, your mental state, your spiritual state. Right. And so we're answering where we are.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ooh, interesting. Let's do this again in like a year.
All right. You'll come back next year. You'll be in a musical
of
comedy.
Course. Oh my God, are you kidding?
Get into a musical comedy and then come back.
And we circle back to give my regards to Broadway, Herald Square.
And now it's time for the 5 questions. Tell me one irrational fear. Just one now.
I have like an irrational fear of just like dropping dead at any moment.
Oh, wow.
That's big. That's big.
Well, this question's going to be wackadoodle right after that. One thing in your closet that you will never get rid of. It can be a garment or a piece of jewelry or something, but it holds such memories. You'll never get rid of it.
One thing in my closet that I will never get rid of. It is the watch that my parents gave me after I got nominated for Burn This.
Okay, you've been arrested. You call your parents to come bail you out. What have they assumed that you did?
No, it involves like weed.
Oh,
probably.
weed.
Well, you don't get arrested.
It involves
anymore,
weed
do
in some
you?
way. No, but like maybe, I don't know. I think they would assume that there was something weedy involved.
Okay. You ask the next one because I want to finish. I want to ask the final question.
Let's see. What should I ask? Oh, if you could be transported to live in any other era, what would it be?
Oh, in any other era? I think the 70s.
Funny.
I think I would have enjoyed the 70s a lot. I think I would have enjoyed the 70s.
And we're back to weed?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Or is it
like
disco?
free love and like sit-ins. Yeah. No. Well,
not the disco.
Well, the disco might have played into it too. That might have been a fun, yeah.
Then you're into cocaine. It's a whole different
I just
thing.
hear the Beach
Yeah, that's
Boys,
not
the 70s.
that's
I
not-
just
okay.
hear the Brothers Gibb. Okay, final one. And you're going to be good at this because you have been preparing for as long as I know you for this question.
Yeah.
If you were a nail polish color, what color would you be? And what's the cheeky little name?
You look so
Brandon and I,
happy
no
about this
joke,
question.
we have been taking pictures of nail polish colors and the cheeky little names and sending them to them. Or I'd show him a polish. He's like, oh God, tell me the name of that color. And I would tell him, this is a thing for Brandon Uranowitz.
This is not just because the name is outrageous and I love the name. I actually think that this color also embodies me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go with straight up OPI, Houston, we have a purple.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is so perfect. Wait, did you see that name somewhere or did you just make that up?
Yeah, that's an OPI color. Yeah, because purple, I feel like I would be a purple nail polish and like OPI,
And of
I
course,
can't,
you have
I can't beat that.
Yeah, of course.
I could never beat Houston. We have a purple. Yeah, no.
Oh, see,
I love it.
everybody. I love him. I love
you. I love you. This was such a joy. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you for this. Bye. Bye. I love you both. Thank you.
Bye. And now, here's what struck a chord with us.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
Yep. He's delicious because, I was trying to find again, going back to personalities, I was trying to find a personality that our listeners would know, that you would know, that I could equate with him. And, a thing so sort of archetype or whatever, but Larry David came to mind. I was like, no, because Brandon is far more lovable, far more open, far more generous of spirit.
Larry David has that edge that
he has. Yeah, but he has that. Every time you go with him, it's not going to be rainbows and butterflies. It's going to be, a little bit of skepticism, a little bit of coming from a place of, I don't think so. It's never gossipy. It's never from a place of malice. It's never, and you walk away full and elevated because of the time that you've spent with him. Yeah. He's so uniquely fun in that way and incredibly smart.
He's an amazing actor. Amazing actor.
And I think he's just getting started. I honestly feel like with this play, he's at the crux of really like catapulting into a place of real genius, which he already has. It's just having people now sit up and recognize, oh my God, he's extraordinary.
Yeah, he's really
special.
He's really wonderful to watch on stage. Yeah, I loved him in Falsettos. I haven't seen the show, but I really want to get to see it. Yeah.
Nor have I, and I don't usually read reviews. I don't usually read like a whole lot of tweets, but I have been really an avid reader of almost everything printed about this show.
Yeah.
And it's going well for both he and the piece. It's fun to see the people you love being recognized. Going back to that question of finding the joy in other people's successes, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I live in that place.
Yeah.
It was the word helping other people get to where they need to get, if it more so than helping
yourself.
Yeah. That was probably the hardest one to tell the truth on, because I felt like, and it will keep me up at nights going, I wonder what that reflects about me. I wonder how listeners might think.
I think there's a balance. Like there are some people who will put themselves second constantly to help other people get ahead of them. And I think that can be a very negative thing at a certain point. I think everything's about balance, right? So I agree. There has to be a part of you that wants to have others succeed, but you can only give so much at your own expense at a certain point. You have to have boundaries. You have to have self-respect, and you can't just give it all away all the time.
I want to ask you, if you were overhearing somebody in a conversation, describe you in like 3 words. Describe your personality in 3 words. What are the 3 adjectives you would like to hear?
That I would like to hear, or that I think I would hear? That I would like to hear?
That you would like to hear. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would like to hear them say talented, strong, and giving.
Well, the things that you want to be, I think you are completely Mary.
Well, you're so sweet. What would your 3 be?
Loving, generous, and accomplished.
I like accomplished.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Can I borrow that one?
Yes, you can.
Well, I think the
Because,
other fun thing is we should ask each other this question every year, like at the end of every season, we should ask each other and wonder if they'll morph, if they'll change into something
They
new.
will. I'm sure they will. Yeah. So, Emma, you've been busy. While I've been doing 8 shows a week, you've been creating on your end your gorgeous album. Will you tell me about it? First of all, I feel very honored that you have something beautiful on there.
I know. I love that song.
Oh my God, you sound amazing.
Oh, you're so
amazing.
Well, I've been working on it for a long time, right? Because I started it when Seb was about like 3. I decided one year I was going to record a song for Father's Day. And then I was going to put all the pictures of the year onto, like a video, and that would be his Father's Day present. And then I just started doing it every year. And then I took all those and I figured, well, now I have an album. I used a couple of recordings that I had recorded before Seb was born, but most of them are that. So it's fun because it's just going through the years of being a mom.
What I love too is hearing life in every one of those recordings, because it's not like you stepped into a recording studio and did it in 48 or 72 hours.
Right.
There is a year of life that spans in between each track. Yeah. And that I heard it and felt it. And it's so beautiful that you get to witness, a compilation of over a decade of your voice and your life in that voice. And it's all there in one album.
And it's interesting because there's so much that happened in that decade, right? So much that happens as you're trying to raise your kids and you get sick or you lose people or, all these different things that happen, and it feeds every song. Anyway, I loved making it over the years, and I'm glad that I have the chance to put it out into the world. So it's fun.
And listeners, the link will be below. So hit it, check it out, download it. You won't be sorry. So beautiful.
All right, my friend. I love you.
I love you. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you loved this episode or any of our episodes, please follow, subscribe, and share on all your social media platforms. Go ahead and give us 5 stars and a review. That helps us a lot. You can always find us at stagespodcast.net. Thank you to Allison Arns, our booking agent, Brock Grenfeld, our sound engineer, Noah Kaiserman and Garrett Healy for our original music, and Tina Wargo, our social media manager. Stages Podcast is produced and edited by me, Marylee Fairbanks, and Stephanie J. Block. And thank you to all of you, our cast members, for listening. We'll see you real soon.